And welcome back to Ascot, everyone, for today's second leg of the TAB Daily Double. This is race 8, the Auto Classic Welter, over 1,400 metres. The two scratchings here, number 10, Bellamy Boy, and 15, Thesis. On the TAB, the pre-post favourite here is number 7, Marvellous, showing $2.20. Also well thought of at $2.85 is number 6, Sam Torma. And Truth is showing $2.45. Frank Ryder's with me. Frank, what about the betting inside the bookmaker's ring?
Well, Marvellous has been strongly supported, but Truth is the one that the punters want. 7 to 2 into 3s when I left the ring about 5 minutes ago, Peter.
You're a bit keen on Marvellous?
I was. I thought the 11 to 2 was good value. The tote's a lot less. It's showing odds of about 7 to 2. I didn't think that was really good value, but I thought a foot on the till job, Marvellous. His last 2 runs very good.
Marvellous, your selection hardest to beat?
I thought a Ruffy and Road Express was the next best.
Thoughts of Frank Wright. Then Darren McCauley is standing by. It's been a big day for Darren, and it's again good afternoon to you, Darren.
Yes, it certainly has been a wonderful Derby day, Peter, as we conclude today's racing coverage here on 10. Trust you'll be joining us again on Saturday for the coverage of the Swan Brewery Railway Stakes. 220, number 7, Marvellous. Good late money for Sam Torma. Sam Torma firming from 5s into about 3 to 1 and paying $2.65. Marvellous about to go in. Sean O'Donnell, the rider of Sam Torma, drawn in well. Alongside of him, Gavin John, Star Heron. And all gates have been virtually filled with Vegas Stun coming up. The starter stationed up there on the platform. Should break at any tick of the clock. Signal given. 1,400 metres the journey. A near capacity field, racing, and not a bad start with the exception of Rindless, who was a little tardy to get going. The Dapple Grey, Right Stuff, one of the first out from Real Magic and Truth. In behind them, Star Heron taking a good spot just after the start. Trump's being followed by Road Express. Marvellous caught a little wide. Sestich trying to angle across ahead of Cantab in the centre. O'Donnell riding up on the inside with Sam Torma trying to make ground ahead of Red Tinker. 1 to Gavin John, Risatori, Vega Stun. They're being followed by Rindless, Rouge de Noir, and last of all is Flying Graw as they settle and go past the 900 where Right Stuff leads the way by about 3/4 of a length over Truth, and in between horses came Real Magic. A length and a half to Trump's enjoying a good run in 4th place. Star Heron 5th, being closely followed by Cantab. Road Express giving ground. Marvellous going up between horses, a length and a half. Sam Torma ridden along ahead of Red Tinker. And then came Rindless, followed further back by Gavin John, Risatori, Flying Graw getting an inside run. Vega Stun checked at the 450. And last is Rouge de Noir as they set sail for home. On the point of the turn, Real Magic challenge. Right Stuff as heads turn. Then came Truth, Cantab getting a run. And here's Marvellous starting to warm to the task at the 200. Cantab burst through between horses, immediately joined by Marvellous. Marvellous goes to Cantab. Sam Torma running on strongly. So Star Heron. Cantab fighting back from Marvellous. Here's a soul-stirring finish. Cantab dipped his nose and Cantab won. Cantab beat Marvellous. Tight for third, maybe Sam Torma ahead of Star Heron. Gavin John running on just behind them ahead of Flying Graw. And they were followed by Rindless. Vega Stun, not a bad run just behind them. Further back is Truth, then Trump's followed by Rouge de Noir, Road Express. A long margin off, Risatori, Real Magic knocking up with Red Tinker. And the pacemaker, Right Stuff, didn't have what it takes today and finished last of all.
So 4, 7 and a photo then. You'll find the winner, number 4, Cantab, ridden vigorously in the closing stages by Troy Jackman, has beaten number 7, Marvellous, Mark Sestich in a photo for third, but we think number 6, Sam Torma, has got that. Marvellous just can't find the winning post, Frank.
No, there's a good expression for Marvellous. I think he's got a bit of dog in him.
Okay, well, it's been a big day's racing, as we said. The feature today was the 5th event, the BMW Australian Derby, a Group 1 race over 2,400 metres for 3-year-olds. And we saw a champion in the making this afternoon in number 2, Heroicity, who trounced the field of Derby hopefuls this afternoon.
Yes, quite right, Peter. Heroicity ridden perfectly by Sestich. He tried to get off the fence at the 800, couldn't quite get off as Jackman held him in. I think it's virtually won him the race because he was able to hold it up for that little bit extra. He then got extricated the horse from the position on the rails. Old Roll was following him. Old Roll can't sprint as quickly as Heroicity, and Heroicity too good on the day.
In a word, how good is this horse? Caulfield Cup material?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay, that's our thoughts on the Derby. Then checking those numbers, race 8 at Ascot, the second leg of the Daily Double. It's 4, 7 and 6. We'll check totes when they come to hand. And back at Ascot, everyone, those numbers after race 8, the last on the program. The winner, number 4, Cantab, $3.90, $1.30. Second across the line was Marvellous, $1.05, and third Sam Torma, number 6, 90 cents. But there has been a minor protest. Fourth against second, so those placings at this stage are unofficial, but it won't change the TAB Daly double then. The numbers 1 and 4. Sheer Grey took out the first leg, Cantab the second leg, and today's dividend is $11.60. Frank Wright is with me. Frank, let's talk about Saturday Railway Stakes. Who do you like?
I thought there were 3 chances: Future Edition, My Lady's Duel, Packed and Gone. The way Wally Mitchell and Paul Dyson are going, I'm going to lean Future Edition, but I haven't done the form yet.
We've had 2 horses from the Eastern States, Pressman's Choice and Tango Master. Any chance?
I think Pressman's Choice would have a good chance. Tango Master, I've yet to investigate his full form.
OK, that's our program this afternoon of live racing from Ascot. We'll be back at 3:30 on Saturday with the Railway Stakes. Look forward to your company then, but for now it's good afternoon.
This is Eyewitness News with Kim Bidstrup and Ian Brayshaw.
Tonight, good evening. Also tonight, Ian Brayshaw, great day of sport. Yes, Kim, some classic cricket, racing and yachting later in the bulletin. For thousands of others, Boxing Day was spent at the Ascot races as the summer carnival gets into full swing. All eyes were on the main race of the day, the Australian Derby.
And they're ready to go in the BMW Australia Derby. They're racing in a Rossity.
The Australian Derby, a warm-up to next week's main event, the Perth Cup. And yesterday's Christmas celebrators today became Boxing Day bettors. Money not spent on presents soon found its way into the hands of the bookies, with hopes the Christmas outlay would be reimbursed for the run of a race. Many received a belated Christmas gift in the form of a winning wager. Popular jockey Stephen King was part of the action, hoping to repeat his Melbourne Cup victory.
I'm hoping I can do so. I've got the horses underneath me to do it, so it's up to me, I think.
The attention on the track turned to fashion, the well-dressed taking part in fashions in the field. Not to be accused of being sexist, the judges chose as a finalist the only male entrant in the fashion stakes. Alan Hind for 10 Eyewitness News.
Sport is next with Ian Brayshaw, and Sticks, what a great day for the big fella.
Certainly was, and that's first up tonight, Bruce Reed's 5-wicket haul. Also, a spectacular start to the Sydney Hobart Blue Water Classic, and we've seen the colour, now the big race, the Australian Derby.
On the outside, all roll, trying to take it back. There's the late bit of back, late by Loudon, but Arosity has got the Derby one, and Arosity wins by a length.
Young trainer Trevor Andrews is the toast of WA racing tonight, after preparing his second successive Australian Derby winner. Favourite Heroicity, ridden by Mark Sestich, cruised to victory and will now be set for rich pickings on the East Coast.
The Australian Derby is one of the country's premier races for 3-year-olds. This year, the locals were banking on the brilliant Heroicity, aiming to give young trainer Trevor Andrews back-to-back wins in the Group 1 Classic. He was all the rage in the bookmakers' ring. Only Old Roll and the Bart Cummings-trained India's Dream tipped to offer any resistance. But swinging the bend and the favourite kicked clear.
Ferocity raced to the front now. The favourite took the lead in the Derby. It's Ferocity getting away from Baldivo. Then I'll roll into the clear, running on pretty well, and further back in the field at the head of the others would have been Border Shine. Ferocity out 3 lengths in front. On the outside, I'll roll trying to pick it back. They're further back late by Loudon, but Ferocity has got the Derby won, and Ferocity wins by a length and 3/4 to I'll roll.
Pretty much the same feeling on this sort of day.
Well, you took off the double last year, not quite this year, but must be a thrill.
Yeah, very happy.
I think this horse, as a 4-year-old, is going to be an exceptional horse. I think as a 4-year-old, he'll win anywhere in Australia. I really do think he's not fully mature yet. When he does mature, he's going to be anything.
The other feature race, the ATA Quality, and the informed combination of Wally Mitchell and Paul Dyson struck again.
Pocomoke City is clear, 150 metres to go from Beat Paloo. Bo Clara getting up on the fence and then acquired. Pocomoke City's holding them all at bay, swishing the tail in the run to the line, and Pocomoke City comes on to win by a bit over a length. Beat Paloo.
Tim Gossage, 10 Eyewitness News.